It's all good.
Are you guys all good till 10 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to restart.
No worries.
Yay!
We got
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got the Valero
Honey!
too. Very nice.
Mhm.
Well, I appreciate everyone's Halloween spirit. Last week you all ended. Also, Roll20 updated something that I use often. So, uh, and I just noticed it when I logged in because I haven't been logged in since last week. So, if there's, if I, I'm gonna have to like relearn the whole interface that I have for the maps and stuff because it's like stuff, all my shit's, and I didn't know that had happened. So, moving might take me a little bit longer than normal. Um, Otherwise, you guys ended last week, ending the life of Thavius Creek, the High Overseer of El Turel. You discovered that he, for some time, has been living as in disguise, and you found him here beneath the Vanthampur's villa. You had a confrontation with him, and in his final moments, he pled to Zariel to save him, and attempted to use the teleportation circle in Thirstwell's laboratory to escape death, but he failed to do so, and you guys ended his life. He now lay in a bubbling pile of green goop that is slowly spread over the circular stone. Thirstwell's chambers here. Philos, you see Thirstwell is kind of slumped in the corner. Um, he's breathing kind of heavily. He doesn't look well. He looks a little bit in all of the fighting and stuff, which is still going on. You hadn't noticed at first, but he sort of looked did when you first saw yourself after you tried to use the teleportation stone that he gave. His skin is pale. Um, you can see all of the veins kind of sticking up. They're dark bluish black and kind of poking up out of his skin. Off in the distance, you can hear the shouts uh, of more of Thalmara's down here beneath the villa. Krayley, you see Ballister run fight, and a few cultists in black robes and golden demon decks run past in pursuit of him. Uh, and that's where you all are.
Okay.
all right. Well, what the hell do we do now, guys?
I think we should probably try to find a way out of here.
There are more coming.
Should we help Bunny?
You hear Thirstwell say raspily under his voice, Dolos, come over here.
Oh, good lord, I'm sorry. The blood loss has been a bit too much for me. What happened? You do not look well at all.
Says, I was trying to fix this teleportation circle and I had another accident. I fear that I've suffered a similar injury as you. It has taken away most of my spell casting ability. That is why I was using my wand.
Oh my god, okay. Are you okay? How do you feel? Should we bring you to a doctor or a magical expert on these things?
He says, I think that I will be fine, but I'm not going to be able to help you and your friends here fight any farther. Uh, I don't know what Mother has gotten herself, but it's far greater than I'd originally imagined. And he points over to the pile of goo in the corner. Whatever deal she has made with that man, I believe that she's gotten herself far in over her head.
Like, I mean, what what should we do? I don't know. I came here looking for you,
Um,
and I would not hesitate to leave with you right now if you wanted.
After you say that to Thirstwell, kind of like a this rumbling sound, and the walls shake in Thirstwell's laboratory, and that quiet chanting that you all heard a little earlier grows loud. It seems like it's been amplified in some way, and you can all kind of hear in um, those of you that speak. Is it infernal?
Infernal.
Infernal, yeah, infernal. Uh, Amplified chanting that you could sort of heard muffled earlier behind the stone wall. Um, it's there's this deep and guttural speech, and it says something like saying the lines just repeat over and over. Zariel, come hear our call. We we implore, we implore. They're just chanting for uh, this name Zariel that you've heard a few times before. And there's another low rumbling that emanates out through the halls. Out there, like through the sewer channel, Crayley, little ripples form, kind of like when a T-Rex is stomping the ground. In the flow of the water, like the water flow almost stops, and there's these concentric rings of ripples in the water as the halls around you all rumble quite violently.
Okay.
Hey,
Thirstwell
Bill.
says, "Bring me that,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
bring me that box over there." And he points at a wooden box on the one of the countertops across the room.
Yeah. Goes there, grabs it, gives it back to Viswell. Like, here you go. What's in this box?
Opens the lid, and there are a few little potion bottles in there. And he says, "You and your new companions have taken a bit of a beating here. You should all drink this. They will help you regain some of your strength." And there's 2, 3, 4, four of the little bottles. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five of the little bottles in there. Little potion bottles. They're like black tar, but the um, liquid is kind of sparkling with stars, like little motes of light.
Hey, do you have one of these, Viswell? I mean, you're not looking too good.
It won't restore me in the way you need it right now.
Okay. Delos drink so.
You feel like a rush of vitality as you drink the potion. You get the effects of a long rest.
Oh.
It's not a good sign when the
How
dungeon
do-
masters give.
Not
Mm.
really.
Well, Mavathor will take one as well.
Really, what's going on out there?
They're coming! Graylee's just got his bow drawn ready to fight these people.
Kanawak drinks one as well, and he brings one out to you, Krayley. He says, "Here, Dolos says drink this."
I will grab it and down it. No question.
It's good for you, Bunny. Trust
Okay.
me.
Let me do that.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but if they're successful in summoning Zariel, I do not think we can fight off a devil. I don't. Where's Ballister?
Where's who?
Ballister. What that is it? Ballister? Ballister?
Oh, Fallister, yeah. Krayley's saw him fighting on the far end of the hall.
And then ran to the right, right?
Yes, and then ran to the right. You see two more dark-robed cultists come around the corner. Krayley, and they're kind of now moving slowly down the hall towards you and Conrock.
I don't know. If they have weapons drawn, I'm just going to release an arrow at them.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to release. Okay. I'll go for the one on the right.
You shoot one, the arrow just kind of knocks him flat on his back.
Okay. That'll be my turn.
The other one continues to move down the hall. Towards the two of you.
Shoot.
Conwalk says, "Shoot the other one."
Sylvie, noted. So,
What's up, Sylvie? Your voice isn't coming through at all.
I
think that
shut
might have-
mine.
I still can't hear you. I don't know if any of the rest of you guys can hear Sylvie.
Not
I
really,
can just
no.
hear kind of static.
It's to me.
I'll be honest, I could not either.
Maybe try rejoining Discord, Sylvie.
Maybe the age-old trick will work.
Mavathor, you hear
Mhm.
that same voice in your head that's been speaking to you, and they say, "You've made the right choice, Mavathor."
Well, good to know. Any input on how we maybe stop them from summoning Zariel?
I don't think you or I have to worry about that, do we?
Why do you say that?
I know what you believe in. You follow Asmodeus. We are on the right side.
Yes, but that doesn't help with stopping the summoning.
If Zariel is coming, we can simply ask her to bring us to Avernus. That is where I want to end up. Don't you?
At this present moment, I thought you said you wanted to go to El Terrell.
Well, with Zariel's help, I can take a step out of my journey.
That sounds crazy. Isn't Avernus very, very dangerous for mortals?
Some mortals, perhaps.
And you think she'll just happily accept us with the open arms and wanting to enter Avernus?
Why should she not? We share her intentions, don't we? We're all under the wings of Asmodeus.
You think we should take some of the disguises and pretend to be cultists so we can sneak in?
I think that we should watch these unworthy perish under her flaming gaze and take our place beside her.
Well, if you deem it to be wise, I suppose it's worth trying, but I don't imagine the rest are going to be very open to the idea.
They don't need to know our plans. Just go along with it for now.
Right. And then Mavathor will speak up and say, I believe we should head in the direction of the chanting and see if we can't seemingly find a way to interrupt them, or at the very least observe what they're doing.
What were you saying, Sylvie? I still can't hear you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Try turning your camera off. Maybe that's just taking up too much bandwidth.
Oh yeah.
And pull your microphone as close as you can. You're speaking, we still can't hear you. Try singing us. Oh, there you are.
Oh,
I hear you
Can
laughing.
hear you. Yeah,
we hear you.
Yay!
Yeah, there you go.
It worked.
Were you just not Did
Okay,
you just not have the right input?
so let me try turning my camera back on. Hopefully it'll both work.
You're still a little choppy, but we can hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you still hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah. My hotspot's not that great, and my internet's not working at all.
Bummer.
Sorry.
Oh no.
We'll try one more time. What was Sylvie trying to say? I bet it's so good. She looks like she's having so much
I
fun.
know.
She looks like she's having so much
I
fun.
know. Oh no.
We can't hear you anymore. I'm sorry.
You were so close.
Oh,
No.
You might try using just.
was asking was, could you hear me?
Now we can.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh!
Yeah, I think your camera's just eating up too much.
What is with this thing? No! Maybe it is the working now. If my phone. Okay, so it's because I'm gaming. Forgot. I don't know how that motherboard is fried. So I'm on my MacBook and it does not like me.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh.
No worries.
Okay.
You could try using Discord on your phone. That might just help you come through verbally better.
All right, yeah, I'll try that.
Let's hope it works.
Crossing my fingers.
Technical difficulties. Another one of the black-robed figures comes another 30 feet towards you, and Tanawak encourages you to shoot the other one.
Okay. I will. I will shoot the other. I guess to clarify, we are in combat or not quite in combat, so...
It's like half in combat.
Okay, so I'm good to just shoot
Okay.
right now then.
Yeah, he just moved
Okay.
another 30 feet. He doesn't have a ranged weapon, and they can only see the two of you really right now.
Okay. Then I will definitely... I feel encouraged and ready to attack.
I don't want to use any of Tanawak's spell slots after giving a long rest, you know.
Fair.
Yeah.
13 hits. He kind of staggers and falls to one knee. Then picks himself up and kind of limps towards you.
Oh, shoot.
He takes a swipe at you with his blade, but it just goes right over your head, still reeling from the pain of your arrow. Tanwak tries to hit him with his bludgeoning weapon and knocks him out cold.
Thank you, Tanawak.
You with us, Sylvie?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Oh, much
Mhm.
better. Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
Awesome.
much better. So what was Sylvie trying to say?
Personally, for me, I was trying to see if you guys could hear me.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can now.
Okay, good.
Thirstwell, says, I have to say that I agree with him. You should try to stop Mother before she finishes her incantations. I've seen her summon some terrible things.
What direction is the summoning room in?
Thirstwell says, there's a secret door just down the hall there. You might be able to sneak up behind them. And he kind of points out, like, the other direction you guys came from. Here, I have enough strength, I believe, to at least show you that. And he kind of hobbles, says, Dolos, can you help me?
Of course.
And he kind of holds onto your arm.
I'm not leaving you behind.
Whoops.
Oh my god. Elongated. Oh no.
Yeah.
He goes and he says, here, push on the wall here. shows you a secret door.
Oh
It's
my god.
right here.
Oh.
He says,
Ooh.
I will wait for you all in my laboratory. Here, Dolos, take this. It has a few charges left. His wand of magic missiles.
Oh wait, I think you need something to protect yourself with everything going on.
I will
If
seal.
I'm leaving you alone again, I am not leaving you unprotected.
He says it's fine.
Yeah.
I'll be able to seal myself in my laboratory. I'll be okay.
Okay,
And he,
but I'm coming back. I'm not
he
leaving
kind of
you.
like gives you this look like he wants to give you a hug, but he's unsure.
Oh.
Jealous gives him a hug.
Okay. He says, be careful, Dolos. See you when this
You
is
too.
all over. And he
We
kind of
will.
hobbles back down. As you guys enter this secret room, the chanting gets even louder. It's not just kind of the hollow echo through the halls, but you can actually hear the resonance of through now coming through the wall on the other side of the room you've just entered. But the room that you've just come into is lit by a pair of tall iron candlesticks, and in the northeast and southeast corners of the room they're kind of casting a dim glow. 9 candles are burning atop of each one of these tall candlesticks, and there is a claw-footed altar carved from a single block of obsidian in between these 2 tall candelabras. There is a small angel-shaped flame erupting from the top of the obsidian block along its surface.
Do you know what this is, Mavathor?
I don't know, Woody.
You can make like a religion check.
Okay.
Clear to you, Mavathor, that this is altar. Taking a bit of a closer look, you can see that there is a ring of tiny infernal runes carved around the flaming visage of the angel there. Kind of 9 little infernal runes in a circle, and in the center of these runes are this kind of hovering little angel made out of flame. You can feel the heat coming off of it when you get closer to inspect the altar further. I guess why don't you all make some perception checks for me as well?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Closer now, Mavathor, you kind of look up. You look towards where the chanting has gone. You can hear the voice of the shield in your head. Yes. Avernus. And you can kind of see quite clearly now that you sort of know what it looks like. You can make out the seams of likely another secret door in the wall to the north of you. You can also hear the voice of a woman kind of raised up over the rest of the voices that are chanting. Still speaking in Infernal, you can hear her saying, Archduke Zariel, please hear our call. Do not leave us alone in this time of need. We're so close to completing our mission. She. Then you hear her snap at the other voices. Louder! She must hear us! As they continue to chant in unison, calling for the Archduke of Avernus, Avernus's help. Having been made alert of intruders' presences, Krayley and Mavathor, the two of you can kind of hear a tinge of desperation in the voice of the woman. She must believe if somebody's made it down here this far, that they must be capable fighters.
Gotcha. So what do the runes say in Infernal?
They all say Zariel.
Hmm. Does it look like for the next secret door it's the same sort of, you just kind of push it to open, or does it appear
it looks
that...
the same. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mavathor will point to where the secret door is, and he'll say that's right there.
Okay. I will just be upfront with all of you right now. If things go sideways and some of us die, I will run away. I will be straight up. If we succeed, great, I'll stay with y'all. If people start dying, I will leave.
That's great.
So, know that my faith is with me and me alone. I will work with you guys. I think we're a great team. Just know, I have belief in some of us.
Yeah, I kind of figured that one with you.
Go team.
I hope you'll
Della's
give
gonna
us
get
to
a
our last dying
bardic
breath.
inspiration to Krayley.
Aww.
Thank you.
So who's gonna open the door?
I think the one who's gonna abandon us if we all die should open it.
Oh, well, if that's the case, fine. You want me to be the first one to die? By all means.
Dolos, you slowly push open the door. You all can see 2 rows of more of those tall wrought iron candles lighting a vaulted chamber, each one of them bearing 9 flickering candles. Off to the side, you see a raised dais that has a couple of steps leading up to a platform, and there you see a 7-foot-tall statue of an angel. The statue has white glowing eyes and a longsword that is also kind of illuminated with this white light that she's holding up over her head. You see a 6-foot bristling with spikes that kind of stands on one side of the statue as the stone grinds against stone. As you push the door open, you see it kind of peer around the statue from behind it, and it kind of meets your eyes, Dolos, and its eyes flick to you and then flick to Thalmara's back and to the black-robed cultists in the room that are still chanting. And you see it like this wide grin come across its face, and it bares all its teeth to you. You see 4 black-robed cultists who are kneeling in chant in the middle of the room. Faces are hidden behind golden devil masks. There are 9 tapestries around the room as well, all depicting the layers of the knives, sort of adorning the walls. As you make your way in, Dalmara kind of looks over her shoulder, and she snaps at the others in Infernal, "Don't you dare stop chanting." And Dalmara turns, and she kind of squints at the 4 of you, and she says, "Dolos, is that you?"
My dear, of course it is. You think I would leave you for too long?
She says, "I had assumed you dead. And I had assumed once you failed, you would not return here."
If I had failed of my own conviction, I would certainly agree. But with Older knowing already our plan, I don't think it was me who failed, but you and your terrible, atrocious way of making deals and keeping secrets. Truly, making a deal with Zariel? Ugh. Couldn't you do any better?
This look of, anger washes over her face. She says, she's about to say something, and then there's another rumble. The walls shake violently. The stone beneath your feet kind of cracks all around the room, and in a pillar of fire, a woman appears. She is tall and has a commanding presence instantaneously. Her skin is kind of smooth and gray. Her eyes are deep and sunken. Little red embers burn in these just dark pools of deep sunken cheekbones. She has a burning halo of fire over her head. She seems to be dressed in a dark robe with like a shawl over her shoulders, the color of ash. And she wields no weapon. She glances around the room, and then her eyes kind of fall down on to Dalmara, and you continues to ring in my ears as though you are a patient child, Dalmara. It seems you are having trouble holding your end of our bargain. She kind of looks up at the 5 of you and over at the barbed double, back to them. She says, "Where is the..." And Dalmara looks very afraid now, and she looks like she's about to speak. But Zariel says, "Enough. You know what's at stake, Dalmara. You will not..." And she kind of raises her hand above her head, and Dalmara just erupts into flame. She screams and begins to... She, like, falls on the ground and begins to convulse. And the little barb devil kind of chuckles.
Well, at least she solved one of our problems.
I'm so happy that bitch is dead. Or dying.
He looks over at you as you speak, Sylvie. Eyes go wide, and you see the embers burning. It's just then to shiver down your spine. She says, I can see ignorance lay in the rest of your eyes. Once. Let me take a moment to educate you all. I am Zariel, on commander of the army of Terror. You see the other cultists that were chanting are like basically keeled over flat, just with their face to the stone. She kind of like begins pacing back and forth. She says, "That might not be, but soon it will. Soon many more will know my name. You see, it's been too long since the mortals have been able to sit, not paying the price. You have no idea what stands between you and your souls being shredded to pieces. But soon you will learn. He said, have any of you heard of the Blood Wars?
Navathor will
some-
nod.
Light reading on it.
She
Yeah.
smiles. Oh, forgive me. Perhaps you aren't as ignorant as I assumed. Well, you know why historians have named it the Blood Wars?
Let me guess. There's been a lot
How
of
many people
bloodshed.
died?
She chuckles. She says, yes, you're smart. Because that is the price. And for too long, mortals have not paid it. It is time that devils aren't the only ones that bleed. And she
You
takes
see, guys? I told you. We should have let the commoners die. It's a few lives to save the rest of our world. I told you we should have gone with it.
She takes a few steps in the other direction. She kind of turns her back to you all. She looks down at Ben. She says, at least the 5 of you still remain on your feet. More than I can say for these pathetic worms that worship in fear. She turns back to look at you all, one by one, glaring into your eyes. She says, I don't want any of you to fear me. I want you to hate me. Because hate is a more powerful tool. You don't know it now. I can only imagine that soon you will. And there's another burst of flame that erupts, and then she's just gone. but you hear her voice kind of trailing off. She says, "Here, I'll show you what it looks like when a demon corrupts a soul." And, you all see, like, Tanawak keel over and fall to his knees, his hands and knees on the steps. And he, like, spits out a mouthful of black blood onto the stones. And, you see the flesh on his back tear. And these bony protrusions begin to grow out of them. Get longer, and they snap and kind of create bends. And then slowly they begin to sprout these dark wings. He gets silvery, kind of glow, ashen, pale, and kind of snaps his head, and you kind of see his silvery eyes like look at you all with this look of confusion and fear, and then you see his kind of spiders of little red blood, and then it all just turns black, and he stands slowly and down at long ended ear on the ground and picks it up, and he looks at the rest of you, and the devil chuckles. I would like you all to select your tokens and roll initiative.
Oh my god.
No. Fuck.
I don't think James is returning, so with a bang.
Yeah, that. Oh,
Congrats.
a high number, let's go.
Oh, 2 high numbers.
Nice.
Let's go.
Sylvie,
I got him first.
you are first. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a couple of black scorch marks in the middle of the room where the Archduke of Avernus appeared and then left in spirals of flame. Balmara Vanthampur is not anything more than a pile of ash below the dais there, the statue of Zariel that's kind of shining white light out of its eyes and out of its sword. Devil hisses, and the black-robed cultists kind of stand trembling. They draw their swords, and you see Tanawak there, just his being totally distorted into this abyssal-looking creature. Black feathery wings spread out wide behind him. His eyes nothing more than 2 dark pools of blackness. That weapon that he's been carrying around, the bane, now kind of has this crackling black energy swirling around him. What would you like to do?
So I'm gonna turn to him and be like, Tanawak, this isn't you. I don't want to hurt you. And then, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers. Oh wait, do I sneak on again? I always forget to turn that off.
10 wisdom save?
Yeah.
Oh.
I really don't want to hurt him, guys.
You cast Dissonant Whispers on Tanawak Sylvie, and when you do your magic to him, all you feel is kind of this empty.
Okay.
You are certain that whatever it was that made Tanawak is no longer there.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to everyone and be like, I don't think he's here anymore. And then I'm gonna like pull myself together, pull out my pan flute, and play Dolos a little song, give him bardic inspiration.
Nice.
Oh, thank you, Sylvie.
You're welcome.
Two of the trembling cultists come towards you, Rayleigh, and they both swing their weapons at you. They're curved scimitars. One of them, his like black robe, he's coming to like swing at you, and the end of his black robe gets caught on one of the candelabras, and the candelabra like gets pulled, but he also gets back by his cloak and like falls on his back. The tall metal candelabra kind of like smashes on the stone. All the candles kind of go around, and the one of them falls prone because they natural one that one. The other one, however, rolled a natural 20, and you take 8 slashing damage. Crayley.
Okay.
Hit both ends of the dice there. Then comes Dolos. This candelabra's kind of in the way. I think he'll just go. He'll like knock it aside, and he'll come in right here, and he'll swing at you, Sylvie. So one for Sylvie. 16 to hit Sylvie.
Yeah, that hits.
You take 2 slashing damage, and one for you, Dolos. You take 6 slashing damage for a roll of a 20.
Okay.
Mavathor, you hear the shield say, "I can't believe it. She left us. She didn't even notice me."
Does that bother you?
You feel
Yes.
the handle where you're holding the shield kind of grow warm as it smolders in anger.
Guess we'll just have to go the long way.
Mavathor, what would you like to do?
Just okay. There's no great way to do this because he's in the way. He will move here, and he will cast Bless on these 3. And then, as part of that action, he'll use his Voice of Authority to tell Sylvie to attack this cultist right here.
Nice.
Okay. I'll take my pretty +1 dagger out. I keep forgetting to turn sneak off. Alright.
No, you get sneak attack because it's not on your turn.
Oh, cool. Even better.
You drive your blade, kind of feeling compelled. You just strike out. Sylvie kind of whipping your dagger out of its sheath and just driving it into the neck of the cultist in front of you. And they fall to the ground lifeless. Anything else, Mavathor?
Nope, that'll be it.
The barbed devil kind of scampers to the other side of the room, and he begins to hurl balls of flame at you guys. So he will hurl a ball of flame at you, Crayley. 18 to hit, 6 fire damage.
Absolutely.
He conjures another one as he's cackling, grinning, just hurling another out of his other open palm. Throwing one at Sylvie, it kind of bursts into a kind of a cackling of sparks against the wall right beside your head, missing you. Crayley, you're up.
All right. Crayley's gonna go ahead and aim for that devil or whatever that just threw the barbed devil. And with blessed, I have that equipped. So I'm just gonna aim. Use an arrow. The blessed trigger. Does not.
You just miss. Yeah. You take a shot at the devil scampering around. It's kind of like jumping back and forth between his feet, twirling around just joyfully. Every now and again, he hurls a ball of flame. He looks like he's just having a wonderful time.
I don't see Bless in the roll calculation.
Oh
I
yeah,
only see...
roll a d4.
Okay. Sorry, I thought I had an auto do that. I guess I did. So
There you go. 8 piercing.
okay, when it hits, Crayley is going to go ahead. Let's back up here and use Banishing Arrow. It is a charisma save of 12.
What happens to the creature?
So if they fail, they are banished to the Fae. They are incapacitated, speed of 0, and at the end of their next turn, they will reappear.
Ooh, okay.
If they fail.
They're kind of twirling, dancing. You see them summon 2 more balls of fire into their palms, and then they're gone. Your arrow strikes them, and they just instantly vanish.
That'll be my turn.
Dolos.
Delos is gonna go after the biggest threat there is right now, and attack this Tanawak turned abomination.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. indeed.
14 hits. You drive your rapier into Tanawak's bare torso.
Yes. And then since it did hit, I will be adding that psychic damage onto it.
You draw out your blade. As you do so, there's just kind of this trail of black sludge that drips out of the wound and hangs on your weapon. 14 total damage?
Yes.
Okay.
We could have been friends, but you're gonna die now.
They flap their wings a couple of times, and the ceilings here are maybe 30 feet tall. It's just kind of this high vaulted dome, and their wings begin to flap, and Tanawak kind of floats up in the air, hovering back kind of by where the devil disappeared, provoking an opportunity attack.
Oh, wonderful.
From you, Dolos.
I will take it.
You kind of just miss as he kind of flaps it back. You kind of feel the power of the push of his wings as he flaps back, and with some good speed kind of is suddenly like 20 feet away, and he kind of holds out his long spear in both of his hands. You see that crackling black energy kind of grow, and he twin spells a guiding bolt at Dolos and Sylvie.
Ooh.
And we'll do it at level 2.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
You see this ball of dark energy shoot down and out of his spear pointed down at the two of you, and it splits. It kind of cracks as it splits, and it just strikes the two of you for 17 necrotic damage each.
Oh.
Oh goodness.
Live real health.
And that will be Dark Tanawak's turn.
Love that.
Sylvie, you're up.
I'm gonna like brush myself off. Okay, that one stung. Then I will. How are you looking, Dolos?
Oh, he's on one knee. I'm on death's door.
Okay. I'm gonna use a cure wounds on Dolos.
Oh yeah, cool.
Okay.
Oh wow.
And then can we drink potions as
Bonus action.
a bonus action?
Yep.
Okay. Then I will take one of my healing potions.
Yeah, go for it. 2d4 plus 2.
Awesome sauce. Awesome. Okay. And that'll be my turn.
You heal Dolos for 6. Drink a potion and heal yourself for 7. Prone. Poultice stands, and he'll close the rest of the distance. They take 2 more swings at you there, Krayley. Or 1 swing each. One of them just goes right over your head, and the other one kind of jabs your side for 2 damage.
Okay.
And the other one over by you, Dolos, will make a strike at you as well.
Okay.
But he kind of is off balance a little bit on the uneven on the stairs, and tries to kind of swing down at you. And just in time, you're able to kind of like move your head out of the way of his blow. Mavathor.
All right. Avatar is going to squeeze his way over here, and he is going to use his channel divinity. So I need all the cultists and the Dark Tanawak to make wisdom saves.
Okay.
DC 13.
Two of the cultists fail. Dark Tanawak fails.
Alright. So, yeah, Mavathor will hold up his symbol of Asmodeus that's on the shield and say, "Behold the power of the Lord of Hell," and all of them are forced to drop their weapons, the ones that failed.
There's a clanking as Dark Tanawak drops his long spear and it hits the stone. The other two cultists drop their weapons as well. The end of your next turn. Okay. Charmed by you till the end of your next turn. Anything else?
Yeah, he's going to bonus action heal, use healing word on Dolos.
Wow, you guys have a lot of faith in me for someone who's gonna run away.
And
I don't know if you're courageous or stupid.
And
Honestly, I don't know either.
using his voice of authority, Dolos will be able to make an attack against the cultist right next to him.
Oh, sick.
You saw
maybe
plus.
you're not so bad after all. I do.
Feel compelled to drive your rapier into the cultist who was still holding his weapon. It falls, clanks to the floor as you drive your rapier into him, Dolos.
Oh, thank you, Miracle.
At the end of the devil's turn, they pop back into the material plane, looking angered. They snap. In Infernal, they say, "I'm going to swallow you whole, bunny rabbit."
I have no idea what he's saying.
Can I tell him?
Yeah, for sure.
He wants to eat you.
He said he's gonna eat you.
Oh shit!
I'm going to drag you to the first layer of hell and roast you on a spit for eternity.
Ooh.
He has poor taste. Don't listen to him.
Okay.
But he comes back at the end of his turn, so it's your turn, Krayley.
All right. Okay, so Krayley's first going to attack Tanawak. Just with an arrow. See if that lands.
I really wish I could give Tunnel, but it's a different game.
Do that, and then with the 1d4,
You do hit them for 11 piercing. One of your arrows sticks into his pale flesh. As he flaps his wings, a few of his feathers kind of slowly fall to the ground. There's just these long, black, shimmering feathers.
and then I will go ahead and use my action surge now.
Okay.
And I'm going to release another arrow at the individual devil that would like to eat me.
That does hit.
Okay. And then when that hits, I'd like to use my second arcane shot here. For grasping arrow? Gotta double check this.
Ooh.
So they take an extra 2d6 of damage. Of poison damage. Let me do that real quick. Nice. Its speed is reduced by 10, and it takes 2d6 slashing the first time it tries to move more than 1 foot on its turn.
Okay.
And there's some other stuff there. So that'll be my turn.
Okay. Dolos.
Okay. Delos is going to run over to Tanawak and grab the spear. Would you consider that to be an action, bonus action, free object interaction?
Object interaction.
Okay, Delos is going to grab that spear, and as he does, he's going to have his rapier out and once again try and stab Dog trying to walk.
He's about 10 feet above you.
Oh, he is.
Jump.
He is.
His weapon's on the his weapon's on the ground, but he's about 10 feet above you.
Can I attack with the spear?
Yeah, the spear has a reach of 10. You could pick the spear up and attack with the spear.
Great. I'll attack with the spear. I don't have the stats for that, but
It would be a
And I'm
d20
not-
plus your strength. It's a strength weapon, unfortunately.
You gonna try and shish kebab him?
Well, my strength is 0, so just whatever that is.
Yeah, just a d20 then.
Yeah. Okay, so that
5,
doesn't
yeah.
hit.
You pick it up. It's much heavier than you thought it would be, and your first swing, much like it was quite awkward for Tanawak when he first began using this weapon, you kind of try and awkwardly just kind of swing up at, and the balance of the weapon is it's like very heavy on one end, and it kind of just goes, almost like drags you along with the swing from the heavy end, and you miss.
No, it's not like that. He is scared. He is running away.
What if he uses his I mean, it's probably not gonna hit, but his bardic inspiration?
With a 5, no, it would be too low. Yeah.
Yeah,
I have the bless, but that would only get me to 9 if I rolled max.
If you rolled high on Bless and Bardic Inspiration, but you'd have to get.
I don't think I'm gonna take that chance.
You'd have to roll a 6 and a 4.
Yeah, I'm not lucky. I'm not doing that.
I mean, you can check the blast. There's no penalty against checking the blast.
A 9 will miss him.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
It's 8. That's too low.
See. Dark Tanawak raise his finger and point down at you, Dolos. And he will cast a barrage of dark black magic missiles at you.
Ooh. If Dolos dies, it's okay.
Take 9 points of force damage.
Dolos is down.
No!
Did the third missile down you, or did the second missile down you?
Second. I only had 7.
The last missile hits you and you fail 1 death saving throw.
Oh no! Well, it would be fitting.
Sylvie.
I'm assuming I can't do a Baldur's Gate where I can throw a potion at him.
No.
Okay. Well, in that case,
It's okay,
I'll just
Sophie.
go for doing.
I was
And upbeat him.
I was
My last potion.
I was considering making guidance a reaction spell though. To give a potion to a companion, it is an action, yes.
Okay. I will give him my last
You don't have to
potion.
do that. You should save it for yourself. Don't waste it on me.
You're unconscious.
No.
Yeah, I am.
Be quiet.
Roll 2d4 plus 2, Sylvie.
All right. Hopefully it'll be better than my last one.
Dolos, you see Sylvie kneeling over you atop the platform of the dais. You look up and you see like this light of the white light of the gleaming sword raised up in the air, and then you kind of see Sylvie's face there framed in the light, and you heal 8 points of damage.
Are you an angel?
Now I'm Sylvie.
Close
Okay.
enough. Anything else, Sylvie?
Oh. Yeah, I'll end my turn there.
Okay. These two pick up their weapons off the floor. Well, they're charmed till the end of your next turn, right? Mavitor? Okay. So, I guess they do nothing. They're kind of glaring over at Mavithor with these blank expressions in their eyes. And it's your turn.
All right. Yeah, I will bonus action summon a spiritual weapon next to this barbed devil,
Okay.
I guess. Then swing at him. Oh. I know that doesn't hit. And then as an action, I'll cast Sacred Flame on Tanawak. DC 13 dex save. Oh, he just made it.
Are you kidding me?
So close.
Whatever.
Actually, it is a reaction, so it should work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me. Roll
Okay.
again.
He has to re-roll that. Oh no!
You sure
I
wrote that
tried.
out.
It was so close.
It was
You
so close.
cast a sacred flame. You see your spell, Mavithor, like be met by some dark barrier that kind of extinguishes your magic in a little mote of black smoke.
Yep, that's the end of my turn.
The barbed devil snaps his fingers. 2 more little balls of fire appear in his hands that he hurls both at Krayley. The first one is a 23 to hit. Krayley, one of them hits you for 13 fire damage.
Oh,
And the second one zings right between your ears.
ooh. Okay.
The rest of you hear the devil in Infernal say, "Oh, I haven't had barbecued bunny in a while." Krayley, you're up.
Okay. As a bonus action, Krayley's going to use Second Wind, which is a 1d10 plus 3. Oof, okay. And then, as an action, Krayley will go ahead and use a Rabbit Hop. Nope, that was my bonus action. Just ignore that. Sorry. To just go ahead and loose an arrow at the barbed devil.
Okay.
That's the D4.
16 was good enough. You hit with another arrow for 5 piercing.
Okay. That'll be Krayley's turn.
Delos is, I think, yeah, I think he's just gonna have to do something like this. And he's going to cast sleep at second level. He's trying to aim for just Hanawak. Hoping that you can pull something out of his ass
Sure.
and make it work.
You, pray to Merkel, cast a sleep spell on Tanawak. His, big wings continue to flap up there in the air. Another couple of feathers fall out of it, and he just turns his head to gaze down at you with the black pools of his eyes, expressionless.
Well, shit. He is, but Sylvie, I appreciate you. That favor you owed me, you don't owe it anymore. He's gonna give you a bardic inspiration.
Okay, thank you.
Dark Tanawak claps his hands together and then thrusts them out, and another guiding bolt zooms down, a crackling bolt of black energy down at Eudolos.
Boy.
It blackens the steps right beside you. You know what? Actually, it hits the statue of Zariel and leaves a crack down the center. And white light starts spilling out of the crack.
Oh.
That's
Interesting.
Sylvie's turn.
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to move away from this crumbling statue,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna shove my dagger into this guy, since I'm right here.
Go for it. You'll get sneak attack because one of your companions is within 5 feet.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
And you with sneak attack, even one sneak damage will be enough. 10 is a hit, and oh no, 10's not a hit. Yeah, use bless and sneak.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I? Yeah.
Yeah. Roll bless and sneak damage. Really just bless.
Right. Let's see. Can I use my bardic inspiration too?
Yeah, use your bardic inspiration as well.
Okay.
That is enough. You needed a 12.
Okay.
Oh yay! Okay, they got it.
But
All right.
you have
And then
enough
you
damage.
said sneak
You-
too, right?
Yeah, even one sneak attack damage is enough. They have 9 HP.
Oh, okay.
So
Sylvie.
you just go, you move away from the statue, you drag your blade across one of their throats. Underneath their mask, there's a gurgle, and they fall down at your feet.
That didn't sound good.
Anything else?
No, I think that should do it for me.
This guy picks up his scimitar and tries to strike you, Curly. Kind of really gone through the ringer. He brings his blade up, his arm's shaky. He knows he can't leave, or likely the barbed devil will just toss a bolt of flame at him. He tries to strike you. His sword just clinks into the wall between you and him. Mavathor.
Alright. So I'll start off with my spiritual weapon against the barbed devil.
22 is a hit.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Or 7 force
7
damage.
force, okay.
And then let's see. Yeah, he's going to then cast Guiding Bolt on the barbed devil.
Nice.
Ugh. I'm not rolling great tonight.
Oh.
The,
Oh.
you shoot the, your spiritual weapon, the rod of Asmodeus, strikes, kind of sizzling the, and then you go to shoot a guiding bolt at them. It kind of zooms just like right above their head, and they kind of reach up and grab the ball of magic, and they rip it in two and turn it into red balls of flame.
Okay. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
And they throw one back at you. He says in an infernal, nice try. Showing mercy for your little they hurl a ball of flame at you, Mavathor. 13 is going to miss you, I believe. But then they continue to throw hurl flames at you as well, Crayley. The other one just goes zooming right over your head again.
Okay.
Crayley, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna go ahead and use a bonus action to rabbit hop, so I can move 10 feet without opportunity of attack.
Nice.
And then I will move the rest of my feet to go right up to Tanawak. And I would like to try to use, I was kind of reading the rules here, use my net. Just chuck my net at him.
Yeah, go for it.
Ooh.
Less.
You bring out a little bundle of ropes all strung together, and you kind of whip it out. You throw it up in the air. It goes over and kind of falls down over the top of Tanawak, entangling his wings. He tries to kind of flap and keep himself afloat, but they finally kind of just get too tangled up, and he drops 10 feet. Wait. He's 10 feet above you guys, so 5, 10.
Oh.
We'll call it 15.
Okay.
3d6. He falls and takes some bludgeoning damage, and is prone for the time being.
At the end of my turn, I just want to be like, Tanawak, please snap out of it. That'll be my turn.
His head kind of like turns and looks up at you through the couple of the holes in the net with this expression on his face. And when you look into those dark pools of Tanawak's eyes, there's just nothing there. It's like looking into a void of
A shell.
darkness. Yeah, there's
Okay.
whatever soul Tanawak once had. The bright engine that was once inside him is gone.
Okay.
Dolos.
Dolos looks at Crayley and says, I know you question my method, but believe me when I say this is not on the mark. You have to kill him.
I'll
And
look at you with some sadness
Dolos-
in my eyes.
Yeah. Dolos remembers he has that wand as well. He's gonna point it at Tanawak and shoot it. I do not know exactly what I have to do for that. So.
Nothing. You point the wand.
Oh.
You activate its magic, and you can shoot 5 little jolts of energy spit out at the end of the wand. You can roll 1d4 plus 1 5 times.
Then just add 5 to that.
Yeah, 15 total.
15.
Okay.
Dark Tanawak in his net is bloodied.
And then he is also going to cast Healing Word, 2nd level at Sylvie. You're like, uh-oh, you
Aw.
won, girl.
Thanks, bestie.
Of course.
Tanawak. Does he have to roll anything to get out of the net?
Let me double check. DC 10 strength check or dealing 5 slashing damage. We'll get out of the net.
He will use his other 2nd level spell slot to cast Magic Missile again from within the net. He stands and reaches his hand up into the air and just starts shooting little black jolts of energy, kind of shoot out and spiral around like a little Roman candle. You take 2 damage, Kralee. Take 3 damage, Kralee.
Okay.
Take 3 damage, Dolos. Take 2 damage, Dolos.
Okay.
And his arm falls to his side. Sylvie, you're up.
Okay. As sad as I am to see Tanawak not be Tanawak anymore, I'm gonna shoot some arrows at. Well, arrow.
20 is a hit.
And then I'm gonna give Mavathor my last bardic inspiration.
Thank you.
And there you go.
You shoot an arrow into Tanawak's net, kind of cast over him. A sad shell of this companion from a distant land, changed by Zariel into some twisted, soulless thing. Mavathor, the one remaining cultist there, tries to slash at you with his scimitar. 17 still is low for you. You have a 20 AC, right?
Mm-hmm.
His blade just kind of weakly clanks against the metal plates of your armor. Mavathor.
Alright. Starting off with my spiritual weapon. Ugh. That's so bad.
Oh no.
Well, I turn to this cultist and cast Sacred Flame on him.
takes 6 radiant damage. Hear him groan under his mask. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
The devil hurls a bit of flame at you, Krayley. The magic of Mavathor's guiding bolts, kind of the flame he turned it into to hurl back at you guys, kind of snaps and pops as he's about to throw it and bursts in his hand. Doing roll 2d6 for me, Mavathor. Doing 7 radiant damage to the Barb Devil.
Oh,
He still tries to hurl the other bit of flame, and it just he's kind of shaking his hand as it kind of backfires on him. He tries to throw the other one over at you, Dolos, as he kind of is shocked by the magic, and it kind of just zings right past you. Actually, it hits the statue as well, forming a wider crack. More white light spills out of this the statue of Zariel. A bit of it kind of crumbles away, and more white bright light kind of starts out of the creases, now forming in up the center of like Zariel's form. Krayley.
Seeing Tanawak is restrained, Krayley does not want to continue the assault for now, despite what everybody's been saying, and will loose an arrow at the barbed devil.
Okay.
We do the 1d4. And then maybe I should use my blessed as well, if that's not my blessed. I'm sorry, my bardic inspiration. If that's quite
14
enough.
just misses.
It would. Am I able to go ahead and use my bardic inspiration then?
Yeah,
to
for
add a
sure.
1d6?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Whenever you like. Ooh, just
Nice.
enough. Yeah.
Just enough works though.
Just enough. Yeah. Just enough. 7 piercing damage. You strike them with another arrow.
That'll be my turn.
Dolos.
yes. How many charges are left on this one?
There's
Or
one
do I
more,
not
there's
know?
one more left. You don't know, but I'll just tell you there's one more left.
Yeah. Okay, then I think Dolos, realizing that there was actual light coming up from the statue, seeing Tanawa kind of restrained, he's like, let's deal with the statue. He's gonna take out the wand and point it at the statue and shoot magic missiles at it.
You turn and point the wand at the statue. The first bolt of magic hits, and more of the statue breaks away. The second one hits, and enough crumbles that you can kind of see inside of the statue. There's like a hollow cavity, and what you see lodged in there is a spiked mace, and the head of the mace is emanating this white light was being cast out of the statue's eyes and illuminating the longsword that Zariel has raised over her head. And the other 3 bolts you can redirect somewhere else.
I'll do the 3 Adam Tanawak.
Okay, yeah. 1d4 plus 3. Or 1d4 3 times plus 3.
Okay, so 12.
Nice. So
I
you
think
can...
Dolo sees the mace and is like, that's some holy shit I do not want to get involved with.
Gotcha. As you widen the cavity, the hollow cavity inside the statue, it's spilling bright light out to about 15 feet. You can see a bit of celestial. Well, if you know celestial, you can see a bit of an engraving in the shaft between the handle and the ball, the mace.
I don't know Celestial.
Okay.
Oh, I thought I did.
And
Sylvan.
Dark Tanwak is going to twin another guiding bolt at level 1 at Sylvian Dolos. The 15 hit either of you?
Yeah.
Yes.
8 radiant damage strikes both of you.
Dolos is down.
Oh my god.
It's okay. Sylvie, save yourself.
I don't have anything else to save you with.
Sylvie?
Alright. Okay, I'll take those. I'll shoot another arrow at Tom.
Okay.
Alright, we'll take it.
Nice.
You loosen another arrow into Tanawak, right beside your first.
And that'll be it.
Okay. The remaining cultist, he looks around the room. He looks down at his sword and up at you, Mavathor, and he's going to disengage. And he's going to flee out of the secret door.
Smart.
Yeah, you better run.
No, that's not good.
Mavathor.
Alright, well, seeing as this guy's running away, he'll communicate with his shield and kind of motion towards the mace that's sitting in the cavity and be like, is that worth going for?
You're asking Dolos?
The shield.
Oh, sorry. The shield says could be useful to us. Might burn a little.
Oh, it's worth trying, and I'll approach the statue and. Oh, what does the inscription say? He knows Celestial.
It says in Celestial, a light in the dark.
I'll go and grab it.
This is a +1 magical weapon. You would have to attune to it to become more familiar with any of its other abilities if it has them. But you can still use it. You can plop a +1 mace on your character sheet if you like.
Okay. All right.
You reach your hand into the cavity. It's kind of like lodged in there by the spikes a little bit, but give it a good pull. You wrap your hand around the handle and give it a good pull. It comes out. Bright white light kind of spills out into the room around you in a 20-foot radius.
Was that an action or a free object interaction?
Object interaction. Yeah.
Okay. If that's the case, then he will use his bonus action to swing his spiritual weapon.
15 is good.
Or 11 force damage.
Let's go.
Nice.
The hovering visage of Asmodeus's rod whacks this barbed demon. There's a cracking sound when it whaps it upside its head. And now the barbed devil is also bloodied.
Yeah, as he noticed, the holy fire kind of burned this devil, and he will smugly say, "You should not wield power that is not yours," and he'll then cast Sacred Flame at him.
To save.
Alright, yep, and he saves. And that'll be the end of my turn.
They say, I'll be taking all of your power when you lay dead at my feet. And he hurls a ball of fire at you, Krayley. For a natural 20, you are unconscious. If you want to know how much damage it was 21.
Definitely.
They will then bound for Mavathor. Kind of getting in the middle of all three of you there. Taking what, 2d8 was it? 2d6? How much damage?
Let me double check. I think it's 2d6 for moving more than 1 feet of slashing damage. Yeah.
Do they have to make a strength save to even be able to move?
So they can still move, but they take the damage. They do a strength save as an action to try to get rid of the brambles, which is a DC 12.
Oh, okay, cool. So he can move without breaking the brambles?
Yeah, he can move without breaking the brambles.
Okay,
So he'll just take 2d6 slashing.
They will try and whip you with their tail,
Okay.
which just clinks against your shield. Rayleigh, make a death save for me.
All right.
Success.
Yes.
Dolos, make a death save. Forgot you were unconscious.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Understandable.
Roll a d100 for me, Dolos.
Oh no, that does not sound good at all.
That's never.
28.
Dark Tanwalk. Uses, I believe, what is his last spell slot to cast a guiding bolt at you, Sylvie.
Okay.
You take 16 radiant damage. You are unconscious.
Yeah.
Make a death save for me.
Alright.
One success. Mavathor, what would you like to do?
Oh, well. Yeah,
You got this.
You can do this.
yeah, I will go ahead and
You hear the shield say, "Looks like we're in a pinch, Mavathor. Perhaps you should remember some of my power."
yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, he'll
He says, there are things I haven't revealed to you yet, Mavathor. Would you like me to help one of your companions?
find help.
You're sort of outnumbered, and I need your help to get to El Terrell. I don't want to be just left here in the darkness alone for any old person to find me. At least with you, I know who you serve. I could bring one of them up to help you out of this sticky situation.
As can I. And I'll use the. I need to expand this. This text box is tiny.
Mechanically speaking, it will cost you your action, but they will cast a healing spell on one of your down companions of your choice.
Yeah, he'll allow for the shield to heal.
The surface of the shield kind of shifts briefly back into kind of its original form. A face appears, and it says a few words in Infernal. And who would you like to heal?
He would like to heal Sylvie.
Dope.
So,
Cool.
Nice.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
And since used his action, he'll use his bonus action to healing word Krayley.
Nice.
And he'll shout at him to wake up, and he can take a shot at this devil.
Krayla would do that. Is Krayla still blessed?
I believe so. Yeah.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
14. Just misses.
So close.
Sylvie, you had fallen unconscious. You could briefly hear the voice of your sister off in some distant realm calling your name. And then you feel this, like, burning sensation. There's, like, this flash of fire and brimstone in your mind, and then your eyes open. This burning kind of lingers for a few moments, and you're looking up at the ceiling of the vaulted chamber. Krayley, you feel a bit of life flow back into you as Mavithor casts his healing spell on you, and you kind of pop up, and like before you even realize it, you're like already drawing a arrow from your bow and firing it. Just it's like shoots off, like off in the direction like right over the devil's head, and
Yep,
you hear the shield say in your head, Mavithor, "We must use the tools we're given."
Apparently so.
The barbed devil swipes at you with his tail for 11 piercing damage, Mavithor. Feel the spines of it kind of stick into your calf, and then it claws at you twice. You kind of get the shield in front of you, and you feel its claws just scraping down the brass face that's kind of reformed itself back into the symbol of Asmodeus. And Krayley, you're up.
Okay, Krayley is going to use one of his True Strike arrows, which I think when we discussed would add +10 to the attack.
Oh, yeah. Forgot you had those.
Couple, so I'm going to use one right now. So just +10 to...
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. That's gonna be Krayley's action.
You pull out one of these long, viciously pointed arrows. You draw it back on your bow and fire it. Mavithor, you see like this silvery tip kind of come all the way through the demon and like poke out the other side in its shoulder blade. The long arrows like just sticking out of his back and then the front of his chest. Dolos?
Another death save.
Another death save.
You got it.
One
Oh,
success.
thank God.
One success. Okay.
Dark Tanawak. Raises a hand up in the air, and there's like a pulse of dark energy that erupts out from him. Make a con save for me there, Krayley.
Alright.
DC 13. Alright, you're fine.
Ah, thank God.
Okay.
Okay.
Sylvie, you're up.
Okay. So Sylvie's starting to think that we need to stop worrying about saving companions before we die ourselves and try to kill these monsters.
Yeah.
So she's gonna take her +1 dagger and stick it into this devil guy.
Yeah, go for it.
Ooh.
There you go.
Ooh.
Wait, do I get sneak?
Yeah, even though
Do I get
Dolos is
sneak?
unconscious, he still technically counts as an ally, so you do get sneak. And you can roll 2d6 because you crit natural 20.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Let's go.
Nice. 17 damage. You drive your dagger into the back of the devil. This is where even one level of rogue shines. Mavithor.
All right. Is Tanawak prone right now?
No, he's stood back up,
Yes.
but he's just got the net kind of draped over him.
So he is restrained.
Ooh.
Is he restrained?
So I think that's what the net does when I read it. If they're hit by the net, they're restrained until freed.
I should have used an action at some point then to do that.
Okay.
So, let me see.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let me just,
It's a DC 10
let me
or
just,
5 slashing.
Okay, that last round he pulled the net off him. Well, I'll skip a turn for him. He should have done that. I didn't know that it restrained him.
Oh, sorry.
It's my bad.
All right. Well, yeah, Mavthor will focus on his teachings of Asmodeus and cast command at second level, targeting both the Barbed Devil and Tanawak, telling them to kneel, i.e. grovel.
DC 13 Wisdoms, is that what that one is?
Mm-hmm.
The devil rolls an 18. But Tanawak falls to one knee, bows his head, his wings kind of like fold over the front of him.
Alright. So since he's prone, I'll use my bonus action to hit him with my spiritual weapon, which has advantage because he's prone.
Nice.
Oof.
Yeah.
For 18 force damage.
Your floating
Let's
rod
go.
of Asmodeus strikes Tanawak in his back between his wings, kind of starting from the tips. They begin to sort of burn down, kind of falling like ash, the feathers, leaving this skeleton of a wing structure kind of remaining, these long gray bones, which kind of like fall off the flesh of his back where they'd grown out of, kind of split, and the bones kind of fall on either side. He kind of looks up, and as he looks up at you, like the just briefly, like the black pools kind of wash away. You see like his silver pupils, and then like both of his eyes burst, and he topples over.
Oh my god.
The Barbed Devil whips his tail at you, Mavthor, for 9 piercing, and he kind of digs his claws into your shoulder with a natural 20.
Ooh.
12, 9, 10, 11, for 12 more piercing. And then he slashes, tries to slash across your face with his other claw. He pulls his mitt out of your shoulder, his third attack missing. And Krayley, you're up.
Krayley, seeing Tanawak go down, is going to move and try to stabilize Dolos. I think it's a medicine check.
Medicine check, DC 15. Yeah.
Good luck.
Ouch.
Actually,
Okay.
I'll give you this roll with advantage.
Okay.
For reasons.
For reasons. Okay.
It's okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
You hear whisper somewhere down in the dark recesses of your mind, Dolos. They say life is not done yet, Dolos. Keep sending the Lord of Bones souls. You are stabilized, but still unconscious.
Yeah.
Dark Tanawak continues to burn away slowly. His flesh just kind of crumbling to ash as it moves down his body. Sylvie.
Okay, gonna take my dagger to him again. And I still get sneak attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
You drive your dagger deep into the back of the devil again. He screeches in pain. You kind of put your hand on the blade hilt and draw it down, opening a wide wound. The creature in Infernal, you hear him say, "It matters not. I will see you all again." Mavathor, you're up.
Alright, my spiritual weapon will float on over and swing at this guy. That wasn't an advantage, but yeah. Big old miss. And spell slots, so he will try and use this new mace of his.
Yeah, go for it. 22's a hit. You swing the weapon. There's kind of this trail of light as you swing it. And it strikes him right in the face. Roll a d6. It does an extra 1 radiant damage on top.
Ooh.
You see, like, the barb devil kind of curling in on itself. It says, "I'm taking one of you with me," and he'll try and tail swipe at you, Mavathor. Missing. He raises a claw, swiping down, and he hits you for, oh, nope, your AC 20. You hear it, the claws like on a chalkboard scrape across your shield, and with his third claw, he kind of tries to go. You just see his claws just like wrap around the rim of the shield as well, and he's kind of just like thrashing against you. You're holding up the shield against his flurry of blows, and Krayley, you're up.
Krayley will go ahead and attack the Barb Devil just with a regular arrow.
You draw an arrow right over Dolos's laying on the stone dais. It strikes the devil right in its side for 8. Dolos, you are stable. Sylvie, you're up.
All right. Dagger again.
How does this barbed devil die, Sylvie?
Oh,
Let's
she's
go.
lashing all out. She is so mad right now. This is the moment where everyone thinks she's a barbarian because how much rage she has in her.
You draw another dagger out of in your cloak, and you just go again and again, driving holes into the barbed beast. Under the weight of your attacks, it kind of crumples and falls limp on the floor. Its tail like flicks one last time, and much like many of the other devils that you all have slain thus far, crawling through the bowels of the Vanthampur estates, it begins to burn away into a little pile of ash. A few little motes of black smoke wisp up in the air in front of your face. You just hear this terrible hissing sound as the creature is returned to the river Styx. You are all there, left standing, illuminated in the light of the mace that Mavathor now holds in one hand. The rest of the other 5 candelabras flickering their light atop the now broken statue of Zariel. Welcome to level 4.
So
When you get a long rest, but congratulations. Dolos is unconscious there, between the 3 of you.
Yep.
Can anybody bring him, give him vitality?
Mavithor will shake his head. He looks very tired and very beat up.
I used my last potion on him earlier.
Rayleigh
has a
will
potion.
try some elven wine and see if it does anything.
The expensive
All
stuff.
Rayleigh's
The expensive
Yes.
stuff you found.
Yes, the expensive stuff.
Oh.
He did say it was very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
You uncork the one of the expensive bottles of elven wine that you found in the wine cellar. This powerful aroma kind of spills out of the bottle of like a wet forest canopy, kind of musky, moldy, strong smell. Even just at the like whiff under Dolos's nose, his eyes pop open, and you are conscious, Dolos.
Whoa, what the fuck? That's some good wine.
I'll reach a hand out to bring you up off the floor.
Oh, thank you, Bunny. Or should I say thank you greatly?
Thank you. And I'll give you the wine. You can decide what to do with it
Delos
from
will
there.
gladly drink it.
After the battle, Dolos, you just before you all entered this fray, and Zariel appeared, and then these people, I don't know if Dolos would call them companions, but these people kind of went out of their way to keep you alive. What is Dolos thinking after these acts of, I don't know,
Kindness,
kindness?
generosity,
Yeah.
overall goodwill.
Yes.
De-
What effect does that have
Jello-
on Dolos?
I think it's him realizing that he should stick around with you guys. For the worst part of it, like, they can help him. He won't die as easily. But for the more moral standpoint, it's like they are good people, and even though he doesn't agree with them, it might be best to continue to work with them. Not as friends, but like a team.
Um, you all have uncovered clear evidence in the Vanthampur's involvement in whatever's going on here in Baldur's Gate with the cult up to Dead 3. Even though now Thalmara Vanthampur is not more than a pile of ash, and Thavius Krieg is not more than a pile of goo, there's plenty of evidence down here to expose her for what she was. It is still the early morning hours. Probably another hour or two until dawn. There's still a bit of stuff left down here. During your confrontation here with Dark Tanawak and the Devil, you could hear the sound of fighting also going on outside of the two double doors on the far side of the room, which has now also quieted down.
Oh yeah, the Harper. Completely forgot about him.
We really need to
Yeah.
go help him.
I guess we.
Not, I guess. He helped us prior to this fight. We need to.
I think he just ran away, but okay.
You go check.
Yeah.
I'll
One
sneak
of you
He's a
at
little
guys
it.
shocked.
opening the door this time.
I'll just take a peek to see what's going on.
You take a peek through the doors and you see Fallister laying dead on the floor of the tunnels, surrounded by three other
Yes.
cultists around him, going down in a fight. He managed to kill several of them before they took him out. There's like one kind of slumped over the top of Fallister, and the other two have kind of like slid down the waterway, the water of the sewer system kind of like trickling over the two bodies down in the 2-foot trough that runs through the Vanthampur's underground system here. Harper dying bravely
Well,
in
So
you got what you deserve.
service to the realm.
Sylvie's gonna look back at everyone and tell them what happened, or at least what she's seeing. And then she's gonna rage loot all of the bodies in the hallway, besides Fallister. She doesn't want to disrespect his corpse.
Well, I think he had nothing but the dagger one of you gave him, or a short sword. But you can make an investigation check on the others.
Okay.
Just roll one check with advantage.
Okay.
They really only seem to be like wearing undergarments under their black robes.
Lame.
But in the pocket of one of their robes, you do find like a little brass key.
Ooh.
Their golden mat cast of gold as well. They're all like in these twisted faces of devils. Every mask looks a little different. Each mask that they're wearing is worth 25 gold apiece.
Okay.
So there is like a trail of cultists around. But you could take the masks of these three at least if you wanted to.
Okay. Awesome.
The key likely opens something, but you have to find. You know, this guy could have been a haunted one, and there's a 25-pound trunk somewhere in here that you got to locate.
I go back inside. I go, hey, I found a key.
Delos,
Nice.
I would say like on the half of the tunnels that you do know about down here, you know, like next to the room where the storage lockers were for the robes and masks, there's like a large summoning circle, um, uh, different than a teleportation circle. And there is
Yeah.
like also a large living quarters, probably where most of these robed cultists were likely sleeping, seeing it was so late in the night.
Yeah, Dolus is gonna relay that information to everyone else. Like, by the way, there was a summoning circle next to the storage area, and a living quarters next to that. The key might go to maybe a trunk in the living quarters.
And
Do we want to check it out?
If you want to, that is your choice. I need to head back and make sure this all is okay.
All right, I'll go with you.
Just because we dealt with the matriarch does not mean her other son is dead. We still got Emmerich to worry about.
you guys head back to Thirstwell's laboratory.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's okay.
How much is left of Tanawak after that fight? I don't mean to be brass with that question, but
His bones and the wings. Let me look at his character sheet real quick.
okay.
All of his like adornments are there still. His crown, his wrist bangles, his holy symbol of his kotal.
Before we leave the room, Krayley's gonna grab, for lack of a better term, the bones that he think are important, along with the holy symbol, and just put them in his bag.
Okay.
Oh,
Aww. Wait, you're gonna leave the brown thing?
The what
Or
thing?
headband, whatever it's called.
Yeah, just the holy symbol and his bones. Yep, just that.
Oh, Dulles is gonna be like, Krayley, if you're not gonna take that, then I will.
I'm just gonna nod.
We all have our own ways to grieve.
His his cloak of druidcraft as well.
I'll take that.
Krayley will not take that.
Oh, you know what? There's one more thing. A large strand of pearls that was around his neck. The center pearl has turned red.
You want that, Krayley?
I'll take it with the holy symbol in the box, and I'll shove it in my bag. Yeah,
Cool.
turned red. Okay.
Mavathor, anything about this room?
Not particularly. He's just kind of examining the mace that he found.
Hmm. Yeah, it has, like a series of 2-inch spikes around the bald head. The haft says in Celestial, a light in the dark, or whatever I said earlier. When you think that phrase, the weapon no longer illuminates, and you kind of think it again or read it again, and it lights back up. So if you say that in Celestial, it'll turn the mace on or off. You could feel the pulse of energy when you struck the devil as well. You believe that this weapon will do some extra radiant damage to anything you strike. An extra d6, as a matter of fact. But it doesn't, burn you or anything.
I'll be right back. I need to go use the restroom.
No worries. The rest of you head back towards, you all head back towards Thirstwell's laboratory. Dolos, you knock on the door. You hear his voice kind of muffled from behind, saying, Dolos, is that you?
Yes, we have news.
Hear, the lock sun latching, and he opens it. So you see his sort of ragged figure there standing in the dim light in his chambers. He says, what happened? The shaking. I could hear his terrible voice.
That was Zariel. She was summoned. She killed Balmara and corrupted a person of our team named Anawak, who we then had to kill and who almost killed me.
He says, I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad you're all safe. Thank you for helping Dolos survive. I must say that I'm glad Mother's finally dead.
You're not the only one.
Amric's not going to be happy.
I know.
What do you think we should
You
do?
know he might be. I think we should get out of here.
Let me grab a few things. And you see him go and fumble around. He says, here, if you want, your friends can take some of this stuff. Mother began hiding things in my laboratory when Thavius arrived. Here, have a look. And there's he opens a large hidden compartment in one of his workstations, and there are some small coffers inside. You see a small stack of silver ingots, 30 in total. That are worth 10 GP each.
Ooh.
Oh my.
3 of the other little coffers contain a small pile totaling the third little or the fifth little coffer contains 2 pieces of a broken ceremonial looking dagger. It has a curved ivory blade bearing draconic runes and a bone hilt wrapped in leather strips with studded, and it's studded with gemstones.
Sylvie's like, I'll take that.
Good idea.
Greeley is a little disassociating right now.
If that's the case, then Delos is sort of getting all the money arranged like a four-way split.
Okay. That's fine.
I thought you were gonna say Jonas is grabbing all of the money.
Yeah.
No, he's not completely selfish.
He says, you know, Thavius arrived with a few chests of his belongings as well. Mother had gave him accommodations across the hall near the living quarters of the cultists. So he might have some more trinkets stashed
Before
away
we leave.
in his room. And I won't make
Well,
you
we
guys
still have a few hours still.
Yeah, if you guys were to go over there and check, you would find that Thavius had 2 small treasure chests. One of them had a little pile of platinum, 100 plat. Enough money that you can tell he planned to likely never return to El Terrell again. And a little pile of gemstones as well. And the other chest had a single object. Holy symbol. The right-handed gauntlet of Torm.
Oh.
I will, Sylvie, Crayley, you can have all of this gold if you will let me have that gauntlet.
It's not an
There's
actual
a
gauntlet.
man
It's
I
like
want to
it's like
punch.
a holy symbol.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, sorry, I mean,
Yeah, it's like a
Delos is
silver.
like,
It's like a large silver pendant.
Delos is like, I will give you, like, whatever you want if you will let me have that. There's a man I have to take this to and one up in an argument.
Okay.
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 Do any of your cantrip cloaks have the mending cantrip?
No, not me.
Yeah.
Then you'll have to take that dagger somewhere, Sylvie. Do you know Draconic?
I don't think so. Let me check. I do not know Draconic.
Let's see. Thirstwell says, okay, I think I've gathered everything I need, but I'm not quite sure where I should stay.
You can stay with us.
Well, I would assume you would stay with us.
You think that will be okay? Where are you staying anyways?
Yeah.
Where have you been lurking, Dolos?
Well, crazy story, but there is a Flaming Fist outpost, not too far.
As long as you think I'll be welcome.
I'm sure it'll be okay. You can have my bed. I'll sleep on the floor.
Well, then I dare say we should probably get out of here as long as we still have cover of night.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's head to your new barracks.
Okay. Oh, and Dallas grabs his mask from off the floor.
Thirstwell's speed is currently halved, so it's a slow journey out of the tunnels, back up into the upper city. If you guys are trying not to be seen, give me a group stealth check.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh. Oh.
I'm assuming my 17 doesn't work out in this scenario.
I mean, I have an inspiration. I don't know how useful it would be though.
You guys make your way back out to the upper layer of the villa, out into the Vanthampur's grounds, where there are still bodies strewn about the lawn. You make your way out into the streets, which are quite empty in the upper city. As you head down towards the manor gate to make your way to the barracks, there are two Flaming Fist guards that spot you come around the corner. And you figure that they've seen you, you just march past them. But they give you these dirty glares as you pass, making it quite obvious that they're still conjoined with the old guard of the Flaming Fist, likely not a part of the side that's joined with Ravenguard's side. They see you make your way down to the barracks, and you arrive. You see Misty slumbering in Captain Lightheart's cot. There are a few candles flickering on the large center table of the barracks. Mavithor, are you coming along with the others?
Yeah.
You find your way home, or for whatever home is for the time being.
And Krayley have a moment. Krayley would just like to I'll just put my bag down and my bow and all my weapons and just kind of ask a general question to the group now that we're here. Assuming Captain Lightheart is not present.
He's not present, no.
Okay. What are we doing? I I want to fight this good fight. I want to stop, these people, the person who killed my mom, but we've already lost 3 people. We lost Tanawak, our friend. We lost Bernard. And then, even though it was brief, we lost Fallister. I want to fight this fight. I want to fight this good fight. For me, this is just a lot of loss for me.
Well, we can't save everyone, and to think that we can is foolish.
Then I'm foolish.
I would agree. People are going to die. We just have to carry on.
I still haven't moved past my mom, and now we've had 2 friends die. It's just a lot. Is there something we can do differently? I don't want to keep being people around us that we trust or support continue to die.
I know how you feel, Crayley, but what I've learned these past few days is like what everyone else is saying, you can't save everyone. And as much as I would love to say that there's something we can do to prevent that from happening, I don't think it's possible.
But we're going to
I
try,
hate that
right? And I kind of look
you
at
can
Dolos
try.
when I say that.
We can all try to save people, including ourselves. I know you value others over yourself, and I think that is very courageous, yet also very foolish. I believe you can save people, and then there are some you just can't. And that is life, that is reality, that is what we must deal with. If you truly want to not let more people die, then you need to realize that and you need to toughen up.
Rayleigh's just going to say, okay. And he's going to grab his stuff and just go to bed.
Before
I follow Crayley upstairs.
before you make it upstairs, Thirstwell says, "May I say something?"
I nod. I don't say anything, but I nod.
I don't mean to speak out of turn here. I just met 3 of you. Sometimes Dolos here has a hard time picking up what people are really trying to say. Dolos, I think what the rabbit is trying to get from you is whether or not he can count on you.
Oh, well, thank you as well. Fairly, if you need me to stand by the back and kill people, I will do that.
Will you stand by
The
my
only
back
reason
to save people?
I would stand by your back to save you.
Thirstwell says, Dolos, I know you've lived a hard life, but I don't think what you realize is that Mother would have turned and did turn her back on you in the blink of an eye. Now, I will always support you, but you have these people here that you say yourself saved your life. You wouldn't be here to have this conversation without them. I'm not saying that you necessarily owe them anything, but it seems like you all have been through a lot in the short time you've known each other. Maybe it's time to start putting a little trust in someone else besides yourself.
Delos stays silent for a few seconds, sighs, and is like, okay, greatly. If you need me, for whatever reason, I will be there. And I know you don't like my methods. If you would like me to stop, I will try my best. It is hard, but it is something I am willing to unlearn.
Thank you. And I'll still go to bed.
There's
I
12.
follow him upstairs.
You two start heading up to bed.
Uh,
You feel, Thirstwell puts his hand on top of your hand on the table, Dolos, and he says, Mother's not here to save us anymore, Dolos. I dare say that she wouldn't have done so if she had the chance. You're my only friend. These people seem nice enough, but we're kind of on our own now. Mother was a powerful person. I know you have your ways, but perhaps there's a better way for us to live.
I'm sure there is this world. It's just what I've done, what I am, is difficult for others to understand. And I imagine Dill takes off his mask and it's like, it is, how can I tell these people what I am and what I've done? It's inhumane. It's terrible. They want to fight the good fight. I can be there to help.
Thirstwell says, it wasn't easy growing up as a Vanthampur, Dolos. Nevertheless, seeing the things Mordlock and Amric have done, I never followed their path. It was hard sometimes to resist Mother's persistence to do wrong to others. And for a very long time, until you showed up, I was alone. Ever since you arrived in my life, I haven't felt that way. It doesn't matter what we've done in the past. What matters now is the choices that we make for our future. And we can make those choices outside of Mother's shadow. We don't have to answer to anyone but ourselves anymore. Just think about it.
As well. Has anyone ever told you how incredibly smart and wise you are?
Only you.
But yes, I think if you would travel the path with me, I think we can work towards something better, greater.
Your furry friend seems like he has a kind heart. think we could
He
both learn
does.
something from that.
I think we could.
And he like takes a step towards you, and he puts a hand on your mangled face, and he says, "This isn't what matters." And he like then puts his hand over your heart, and he says, "This does."
Carlos sheds a few tears, and it's just like, thank you. My life would not be the same without you in it.
He kind of like looks over at Mavathor out of the corner of his eye, but then goes and gives you a hug.
Villa tugs him back.
Mavathor, you hear the voice of the shield in your mind, touching.
Mavathor is currently on the couch with his eyes closed, like on the brink of sleep. It's like, if you wake me up, I will not take you to Elturel.
You hear the shield grumble, but then doesn't say anything. You know, as dawn approaches, the following evening is there will be a funeral ceremony for Rayleigh's mother out in Southfoot on the outer reaches of the city. You guys have, though, enough to have a well-earned long rest. Mechanically speaking, when you awaken to a new day, you will be level 4. And next week we'll leave enough time for if there's anything any of you want to get done before the ceremonies to do so. Otherwise, you all find your beds quite comfortable after an evening of battling with devils and cultists. Even the sort of the last thing that kind of lingers in all of your minds is the heavy, imposing presence of the Archduke of Avernus. Powerful death appeared before you all. Her voice still ringing in your ears. All you can think of is how she had made the promise to you all that it is time for mortals to start paying the blood price. And that is where we'll end the session this week.